being a Bruins fan in Lewiston is what? Like, what is it all about?
It's tradition. Like, hockey runs through Lewiston, so it's just natural to be a Bruins fan.
More passionate.
You're more passionate. Why?
Love hockey.
Just the passion. Like when we had our minor league team for the it's the Nordiques now, but we had Jonathan Bernier was here. So that passion of those young guys and seeing them grow up, and I remember Marchand playing down in the minors around this way in Portland against the Pirates. So seeing that, and you grew up with them, and then it's just that passion continues on.
All right, Coach. How does a coach unwind in the off season, and how was your off season? And I can't believe we're almost ready for next season.
My off season was it's been spectacular. The weather here in New England's been phenomenal. We've been able to hit lakes, golf courses, do a lot of different things in beautiful areas, weather all over New England, to be honest. And then we also did a great week in London, which was a great family trip.
Well, the real question then is, how's the golf game?
The golf game, I got to be honest, hasn't been very good. I bought new clubs and I thought, I'm going to be good now, and I've played more and I've gotten worse.
Isn't that always the case? All right, let's talk about the importance for you personally, being back in Maine, spending a day here in Lewiston. You played a couple of hours north of here. You were a star there. I know that is very important for you to be back here. What's it been like?
Well, anytime you've won a championship and every time I cross, it's the third time I come into Maine this summer, I always get tingles because my mind goes to the great Sean Walsh, Grant Stanbrook, best assistant coach, teacher I've ever been around, and then the plethora of talented players I was fortunate enough to play with on lines and be teammates of and win a national championship together. And then you think about what happened here in this city of Lewiston last year and how we've been able to slightly help, I hope, by kicking off Bruins, Fan Fest for 100 days leading up to our inaugural 100th season.
So you drive up. I had the same thing, drove up from the Boston area, and I wasn't quite sure what to expect. I mean, I know the Bruins do an unbelievable job at the Fan Fest, but holy smokes, the next thing you know, it's this mega complex we're putting it on. There's hundreds, if not thousands of people working their way through here. What does that mean to you, knowing these great Bruin fans from this area here?
It's a great reminder for me why we are so fortunate and why I am, in particular, very grateful to be the head coach of the Boston Bruins. The support we get, it's special to be a Boston Bruin. We go on the road, we see it. We come to this Fan Fest, we see it.
All right, lastly, just a couple of weeks away from training camp. Are you trying to hold on to the last couple of days of summer, or are you already looking forward to getting back on the ice with the guys?
I started pouring over more work this week, and when you start doing that, you start to get excited. I think post-Labor Day is really when you really start to gear up. I'm going to try and enjoy these last 2 weeks.
Go get a lobster roll or something you love up here. Enjoy. Great to see you, Coach.
Great seeing you. Thanks, Billy.
Who's your favorite Boston Bruin player?
I'd have to say probably Brad. Yeah, it is.
I'll let you pick three.
Okay. That's what I was thinking. Brad Marchand, and then Patras.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I love him.
Yeah.
And Pasta.
Torrey Krug, 4'7". I love it. Torrey would be very happy to hear about that. Do you have a current favorite Bruin player?
Yes, Pasternak. Jeremy Swayman.
Pasternak.
Pasta.
I like pasta.
Yeah, I mean, we have the best fan base in the world, and I mean, that's a big part of being a Bruin is, giving back to the community, and I mean, it's just the people that support us so much during the year, and we love them. They're so passionate, and we're just lucky to have them. So whatever we can do to, give back and, give them some cool events to go to during the summer, it's a no-brainer.
You've got the Red Sox hat on. How much do you feel like you've become a part of the community already?
Yeah, it's insane. I mean, just like walking around, going to different restaurants and stuff, you feel like, people treat you like family here. So that's one of the big reasons that I love, living in Boston.
What has this summer been like for you, getting ready to be a full-time NHLer?
Just training hard and just working on some little things in my game to be able to come back this year and try and take that next step.
I've been in summer training for a while now, and yeah, shoulder feels good. I've been kind of going normal training, normal skating for the last couple months. So yeah.
Talk about the summer. Just what's been the game plan for you, kind of getting back to shape?
I think after I got surgery, it was mostly just put on a little bit of weight, just kind of take the time to work out and not worry about the skating, because I didn't skate for three months. So yeah, and then this summer it's just kind of getting back into the shape I was in, and trying to get on the ice as much as possible to get my reps in and feel the puck after not playing for so long. So
talk about that whole experience for you. It's like a whirlwind for you this past season.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like everything kind of just flew by, and yeah, I mean, didn't really expect myself to be in that position, and I kind of just take what I learned last year and try and bring that to camp this year.
Yourself, summer training, you're back on the ice now. Is this something? Are there things that you're working on to be sure that you have the full season in the NHL this year?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, throughout the summer you work on, every little bit of your game that you can, and you try and become, more well-rounded as a player. But I think the biggest thing for me going into this year is just going to be, consistency and, kind of maintaining a specific level of play that, the coaches want and, the organization wants, that I want out of myself. So, that's been the biggest focus for me this year, just, conditioning-wise and, mentally, just, making sure that, each and every game I'm ready to go. Yeah, I mean, it looks awesome. We just got here, obviously, but great turnout, and we're excited. Always fun to get out in the communities and support everything that's going on, and kind of give back, because without our fans, we can't do what we love to do. So it's fun.
What have you guys learned about the importance of giving back to the community since
it's huge. Obviously, I think it. As soon as I got here, after I was drafted, my first dev camp, you're doing stuff in the community, and, it was pretty obvious that, just how involved the Bruins are, with the, surrounding local communities and in areas, and, it's awesome. I mean, like I said, without, the fans and, their support for us, we couldn't do what we love to do, and, to be able to give back, and, whether it's just putting a smile on a little kid's face one day, or, contributing to charities and things like that. It's massive for us, and obviously it kind of helps our following as well. So it's unreal.
Doing something like this, does it bring back memories of when you were younger and you were meeting your favorite players, your heroes?
I mean, yeah, it was always exciting to kind of come to some of these events and meet some of your heroes. So there's for me, it was just growing up in Ontario, I was meeting maybe some of the generals and going to Oshawa Generals games, so stuff like that. It's just your day's made when you meet someone like that. So I think it's easy for us to come out here and give 2 hours of our day and put some smiles on people's faces. So it's just. For me, I was always a big Jonathan Toews fan growing up. The Blackhawks were really good in the 2010s, early 2010s. So. Yeah, so I was always a big Jonathan Toews fan. He wore my favorite number 19, so it was just kind of always playing for Team Canada. So it's easy for me to look to him as a role model and someone I really look up to.
I was always a big Sidney Crosby fan. Started following the Penguins when I was probably 8 or 9 years old. I grew up a Sabres fan, being from upstate New York, but then they weren't having too much success, so I switched down into Pennsylvania and started rooting for the Penguins. I just love Crosby, and just the way he played the game, and every time you watch him touch the puck, it's so fun to watch, and to be able to get a chance to play against guys like him this year was unbelievable. People you grew up idolizing, and then you got the chance to go out there and compete against them, so it was super cool.
Heading into the season, do you have expectations for the season, or just the team is always stay in the moment, take it day by day?
Yeah, right now, I'm just focusing on camp. We obviously have a couple weeks away here still, and just focusing on trying to get myself in the best place I can be to be on that opening night roster, and not only be able to make the team, but to be able to stick and be a full-time NHLer. So, not really looking too far ahead right now as to expectations for the team, but we added a couple of pieces to the puzzle, and seems to have a great lineup in place. So, I'm sure it's going to be an unbelievable year.
I'm looking forward to camp, and I like to just take things day by day. I'm going to try and get there and establish myself on the roster and be consistent. And I think I want to be going into the camp in better shape than I was last season. I played a lot of preseason games. I was in Lowell for training camp there, so I think this year is just coming to camp better shape and ready to play 82 games. So.
What are you looking forward to most about this upcoming Bruins season?
It would be cool if they would win the Stanley Cup this year.
Totally agree.
The past 2 years, they've just couldn't make it.
To see the Bruins win the cup or to see them score the goals.
Just the energy. We're going to do good this season.
For them to win the cup.
A strong team, show good effort every night, and just let it rip.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. We're pumped to have him, though. He's such a great player, and great two-way player. And I actually met him the other day, first time, so got to know him a little bit. And just seems like a great person. I've heard great things about him. So we're pumped to have him on the team and in the locker room. That's what you try to do. You don't win. Only one team wins every year, right? So it's tough, and yeah, you lose, but you can learn from that stuff, and it's what you take with you for that next season, and things you can build on, like you mentioned, and there's a lot that we can, and we saw a lot of guys step up last year, which is great to get that experience. That's huge with our younger guys, but everyone included too, myself and even the older guys in the locker room. It's huge, and so we're looking to do that and see if we can take some steps, and I think we are. And I like the team, how we're shaping up and on paper, but it's up to us to kind of prove ourselves, but we're looking forward to do that.
It's a great crowd behind you here. For a guy, next Charlie Quill here behind you. How important is it to be down here and doing this?
It's awesome. It's awesome. I talk about it all the time, being from around here, and I have buddies from Plymouth, and I've ventured through here every now and then, and we're down the Cape a lot in the summertime, so we're passing through. But just being from the area and getting to see people come out like this and get to interact with them is a special thing. And you always see someone or family, cousins, all this. So and everyone knows someone who and everyone's connected in some way. So it makes it special, and it's fun. It's a great day out. So we love this. It's great to see a great crowd out here in the summertime, and everyone's getting excited and geared up for the year. So it gets me excited and gets me pumped up as well.
I realize this is a reach with Monty, but if you get a Euro line and then it's you and Marshy, you might get a revolving door in right wing with a lot of possibilities. Will your career kind of serve you well because of all the different situations you played in, top six, bottom six?
Yeah, I think it's helped me in the past where I've kind of been through that. I used to be kind of a revolving door, like playing up and down the lineup, wing, center, even when I was in Minnesota. Here I've kind of been a staple, which has been good. I've been put in a spot, so makes it a little easier to succeed and play well. But we'll see what happens. Like I said, hopefully we have guys step up and someone takes initiative, and we all got to make the team and earn your spot, right? You got to do that every day. That's the mindset. So that's how I go into camp, and I want to earn my spot out there, and however it shapes up, whatever the coach thinks, I'm going to play the best of my ability, whether it's with Marshy and whoever else is there. And we're going to do the best we can. And that's all you can ask for, and that's what you aim to do. Well, I think having another year under your belt, and with those guys gone, and know what to kind of expect, and You know, everyone's roles kind of change a little bit. There's more responsibility on some guys. I want more responsibility on my shoulders. That's why you play. You want that, and you know, you got a little more of that to, you know, play in different situations last year. So that's huge. That can only help in getting acclimated with that. And I want to be a guy who plays in all sorts of roles and you know, be important to the team. We all do, and everyone is. So that's only going to help, even with like as I mentioned, the young guys kind of stepping up and getting their feet wet and kind of knowing what the pro life is like and playing within our organization. And it's going to be huge, and I think we can take another step forward here this year. So we're all excited to do that. I think it's huge. I love the signings there. A lot of the guys there, Kostelik too, and it just adds a little bit of grit, those guys, and you can never have enough of that on the team. Like it's a great thing to have, and guys who work hard and can play the game as well, right? So I think it's huge. It's going to add to our identity a little bit, and I think it's something that we're looking forward to and something we need. And it's great our management addressed that, and we're looking to. I can't wait to meet those guys and see them and welcome in the locker room and just see what we can do.
You seem to push for a more physical forecheck last year. Get in on defensemen, make it inconvenient on the retrievals. You seem like now with Jones too, it just seems like you guys have more of a lineup that's conducive to make this come in waves.
I think so. I think that adds to it as well. And you know, guys who work hard and like to get on the forecheck and make it tough on teams. Like it stinks to play against when teams are coming at you like that and they're hungry and guys are getting in and being relentless like that. It's great to have the guys on the team who do that. And when you have 1, 2, 3, 4 lines that can kind of do that, wear them down, it gets to be a bit much to defend. So we're looking forward to that. It's something to build on, and I like that's the way it should. You know, we should play. That's hockey, and that's playing the right way, and that's what we got to do more of that.